Welcome to the homestead. Got a little bit of cold, came home with a little bit of cold, got a little earache, but all's good. And I guess we're going to have to mow the lawn today.
Alrighty, let's get this lawnmower out and let's get to mowing the lawn here. It is still damp, but it is growing up too much. The dog's getting all soaking wet underneath just walking through it, and so we want to kind of get it thinned out. It looks really good. You can't tell from a distance, and in some areas it's just real short. And so I'm not going to get the back part. We're just going to get our initial yard part, and then once I'm done mowing, I think I'll move over to putting up some Christmas lights. I think that'll be delightful for the neighbors to come by and see the Christmas, all nice and lit. I'd love to do each one of the cabins, but we don't have time today. Basically, we came today primarily to check on the kitty because the kitty was left alone for the whole time we were gone, and I didn't like that, but the kitty needs to get used to this yard only and staying here when we're gone because this is the kitty's yard, and we do have food dispensers and water dispensers, and so in a nice warm safe spot for the kitty to be at. But he's still such a little thing, or she I should say, such a little thing that we needed to get here today to check on her, and she's fine. You've seen her running around or whatnot, and but yeah, this is kind of a new concept because we have had babysitters taking care of cats and dogs, and this is a fend for yourself. You're a barn cat, sweetest little barn cat I've ever seen, but you're a barn cat. When you get big enough, you're going to chase those rats and those mice away. That's the plan anyway. So I'm glad she was okay. I'll feel much better once we get a fence line in, because then she'd kind of be secured in the fence line. There was a big old pile of poop over there near our RV. So some type of really big dog got on this property, and I hope she does not get eaten by a dog while we're gone. It's upsetting to think that some big dog was here. Was it coyotes? I don't know. Was it the neighbor's dog? I don't know. But I don't want them to get her. And so the inside of the garage was kind of misshuttled. There was stuff that was knocked over, so it's a possibility she ran like a Dickens to get inside the garage, and she got in there, and out of panic, things kind of flew. But she should be safe inside that garage. Anyway, I'm out here to mow, so let's get this lawnmower. We used to have a bolt with a nut on it, and it was inconvenient, but it wasn't that hard. Now he's got this little pin that goes inside this thing right here, and that really took a lot of effort to get that little pin out. It's real tight, and it kind of hurt. I'll have to remember to bring pliers next time so I can pull them out with the pliers, because I think I broke my fingernail even on that one. Anyway, this doesn't seem as convenient as that little bolt. Okay, I don't know how much of that you saw because the battery died, but I'm trying to work around the dog. He's still out here with his leash, and um, so I don't want to get anywhere near his leash and suck it up and strangle the dog. What? Do you want to say hi to the people? Yeah? Okay, here's Baxter. He's so interested in what's happening around the yard. He hears voices. So I think the plumbing guy, the water guy is still here or back again anyway because he did leave for a spell. The water is just pouring out over there into the ditch. Kind of makes you want to go collect that water because it's just good water going into the ditch. But apparently they put chlorine in the pipe, and so they had it sitting in there just so they needed to flush the pipe out. And they said it was that you couldn't drink, it was dangerous, so they have to flush it. So even though we could collect it, I bet that chlorine would have dissipated over time. We could have put it in our big collection tub for emergencies. That would have been a good thing to do. Of course, it's pouring out of a hole this big, so I don't know how we would have collected it. But it seems like a wise thing to do to collect water like that when they're just flushing it down there and we're not getting charged for it. Anyway, I'm going to move the camera so I can continue mowing. There's so many things to go around and it's hard to get the sharp corners. We'll come back with the weed eater at a later time. It's charging right now, but I'm going to go ahead and cross over this electrical line. So I've shut everything down, I've lifted the blades, and I will go over the electrical line before I start it up again and start mowing. And then I'll just do this back part right here behind those next two cottages. So visually, when you look at the front of the yard, it all looks really nice. This back part really needs some work done, and we can do that at a later time. So that's kind of where I'm going right now. spots I can't get because of the tightness of, I don't want to hit that cord at all because that's our electrical line. So we'll go over that part with the weed eater as well. We have that electric mower that we usually do those areas with, but we haven't put that new blade on yet. So we may have to just pause that whole thing until we can get the new blade on the electric lawnmower and get up in tight against the cords, because we can move the cord and then run that line. So, oh, what's that over there? I'm going to go investigate. I see something. I saw this white reflection right here in the ground. You see it too? It's the poles to the tent, which tells me that that tent way out there, it don't belong there. It was right here. So apparently the wind has really picked up while we were gone and moved that tent canopy way back there, which is kind of weird.